Welcome to RAD Red. It's Michelle Barone. What's up, Ash?
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
You know, I have to say, Ash, it has been quite a ride. Season 4 has been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like between the guests and the people that we featured, from Mental Health America to so many more.
Absolutely. I feel like we're having a lot of good conversations.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, from season 1, we've grown so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you remember, like, you were actually the first episode?
Oh, I remember that episode. I remember.
I-
She made me play a dating game.
Yeah, well,
Per usual.
do you remember what happened when you played the dating game?
Yeah, she brought out the guy that gave me mono. Who does that?
Hey guys, before today's episode, I want to talk to you about something that Ashleigh and I care a lot about: mental health.
That's right. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. And Mental Health America of Dutchess County is the perfect place for that help.
Absolutely. Mental Health America of Dutchess County is super empowering and helps so many people with so many problems.
Honestly, it's pretty amazing seeing how mental health actually affects people. I mean, the guests that we've had on the show, we've talked about mental health in almost every episode, and it's a serious topic.
Now's the time to prioritize your mental well-being. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, or anything mental health related, visit Mental Health America Dutchess County at mhaDutchess.org.
If you've been loving the stylish looks we're rocking, you've got to check out Dynamite. From trendy pieces to timeless staples, Dynamite has everything you need to elevate your wardrobe for any occasion, whether it's brunch, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. I'm obsessed with their latest collection. It's all about chic, statement-making designs that effortlessly transition from day to night. Plus, the quality is top-notch, and their fits are perfect. Visit dynamiteclothing.com to discover your next favorite look. Dynamite, empowering you to confidently own every moment.
So, you know, one thing that we love here on Red is just meeting and collaborating with other people. Mm-hmm. And we met this awesome dynamic duo at VCon this year.
That was really fun. That was a really fun event. We met a lot of cool people there.
That was incredible. And I have to give a shout out to Ashleigh, who was on the podcast recently from VaynerMedia. We love you, Ashleigh. You're amazing. She just brought so much life to that event. And
she's the best. Her episode was great too. That came out season 4. She's the best.
Oh, absolutely. We do. So from Makeshift Project and Podcast, Brian and Zach, what's up?
We're here. Look at us.
We made it.
You made it.
VCon. I was at VCon. He wasn't.
I know. I was like seeing you all over the place, and I'm like, you just ditched us at VCon.
You know what? It happens, right? The priorities come up. I wasn't able to make it, sadly, but hey, I'm happy to be here.
I heard you were in Europe.
Yeah.
He's a big Europe guy.
Yeah.
He's like known to be the guy that knows nothing about geography, nothing about culture in any other countries, and then he's the one traveling this year.
I love it.
I'm unlocking my map because now that I've been there, now I know it.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
now you
so
know
it's
it.
kind of like as you go,
Yeah.
and it's like the map reveals itself. So I got some more places to go, but
I like that.
world traveler this year, I guess.
World
Makeshift
traveling.
traveling now.
Yes.
There it is.
First
Yeah.
time I left basically North America was this year.
Well, you know what? That deserves a round because
taking
you're
big
going
strides.
places, baby.
Thank you.
Big strides.
I love
Big
it.
strides.
So talk to me, Makeshift Project. You know, you guys started this. You've been childhood friends, right, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the whole journey been like?
Zach always says this because
Why don't you try this one time?
I'll try it. He has the elevator pitch down. So we met in first grade. We've been best friends ever since. We've always wanted to do our own things, like in the entrepreneurial world. I started a t-shirt brand. He started a couple like social media platforms for golf. And then the pandemic hit and we were like, we're doing nothing. He lived down the street from me, so we decided to start something. I have been in media and sports for my entire career. I worked for Rutgers football, then the Giants, then Overtime Sports, doing basically what we're doing now.
Cool.
And I thought that we could just do what I was doing there better. No shots at anybody.
Right, of course.
Sounds like some shots are being
But I told him to come over. I told him to come over and like do a podcast with me, and we decided to do it. He said no originally.
I said no.
You said no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, I got too many things going on,
Yeah.
and I wanted to focus in different places. But
Traveling.
and then he texted me and said we bought a banner because we actually bought a banner, and I was like, okay, fine. And then we filmed our first thing, and our first video kind of popped off.
Yeah, it did well.
Gained 5,000 followers in a day,
Wow.
500,000 views, and we're like, oh, I guess we got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
That is so.
And now we're here, 3 years,
3.5
8 months, 9 months
Yeah.
later.
So we doubled down, tripled down, and then just kept doubling, tripling, quadruple. I don't know what 5 is, but we did that.
Quintuple.
But now we're
Okay.
here.
That
it's
is
exciting.
amazing. So, with your experience in podcasting, what is some advice you'd give to other podcasters looking to grow and in media? Because you've worked with some huge brands.
I mean, I think that the biggest thing is consistency. Like, if you're not consistent, you will not gain a following unless you're like super lucky and have a crazy viral video. That's like the key to our success and our growth is consistency. We posted 1 video a day when we started, then it went to 2 to 3 to 4, and now we post six short form videos a day, 1 full length podcast a week, and then we try to do other long form videos. But I think it's finding your niche and just being consistent and posting every single day, whether it be short form, long form, or whatever you want to do. I think consistency is the key.
I came up with this kind of recently. I was like, if you could be known for something, like if you could be the guy that does blank or the girl that does blank, like if you could find your niche within that, like we're the guys that play guessing games, we do top 5 lists, blind rankings. If you could find that and then just be consistent with that, then odds are you're going to be successssul.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, congrats to you. I want to talk about some of these guessing games, right?
Yes.
They're so much fun. We love them. I was reading up and watching your video and seeing the cookie, the most toxic cookie, right? The cookie-
Toxic's a strong word.
Yes.
It's unhealthiest, right?
the unhealthiest.
Toxic's like you can't eat it.
Yeah, no, all right. The unhealthiest
Mom
cookie.
lingo.
So the mega stuffed was number 2, right? What
I
was
think
the
so.
order? Yeah.
I
Something
don't
like
remember.
that.
So I actually have it in my phone, but
We'll watch it. We got to
pull
go
it
to the channel to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, there you
I
go.
have my,
All right,
I have
all
my
Let 'em-
list.
What's the problem is that like we use sources online for those things,
Yeah.
and like that one was eatthis.com, I think it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But
So
we
it's
pull
like-
from different sources, so the list sometimes changes or it's different for each category. So it's tough for us to remember because we film like 50
Yeah.
videos a
Yeah.
session.
Some sources are more reliable than others, but we put the sources in every video so people stop coming at us. It's
Yeah.
not like we make the lists up. The number 1 was Chips Ahoy Chewy Brownie Filled Cookies, which sounds very unhealthy.
I
Delicious.
actually didn't know there was brownie filled ones.
Oh, yeah. You haven't had those?
No.
I haven't had
That's
those
why
either.
you look like you do, and I look
Oh,
like me. honey.
please.
They have like
I love
every
it.
flavor, anything. So like Oreo, Chips
Yeah.
Ahoy, they're just like these food collaborations are going nuts
Yeah.
recently.
It's amazing.
They have Sour Patch Kid Oreos.
Really?
Yeah,
They
we
weren't
tried
that
them.
bad.
Yeah,
They
I
actually-
can't
actually-
imagine.
They kind of grow on you, honestly.
think?
Really?
A little
Alright.
bit,
What
yeah.
is it like?
You know what we tried? We tried red wine and milk.
How was that?
I thought it was bad. He
That was
had
fine.
2 glasses.
No, well, I did it.
did have
When
two
you're on the
glasses.
camera, you do stuff for
I
content,
think
right?
these two might have different taste buds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Like-
We definitely
I think
did.
next is Gator wine. I don't know if you've had that.
Gator wine.
Gatorade
Blue
and wine.
frosted Gatorade and wine. That's the one.
Ooh.
I didn't
So
tell
that
them about
sounds
that.
better.
Yeah,
I
we'll
drink
try that.
Wine and Diet Coke sometimes.
See, I
Together
told you.
in the
Yes,
same glass?
In the same glass with ice, like that. I
Really?
don't really drink, but if I do, that's what I do drink.
So we did a last filming session. It's not out yet, but we did a ranking video, and that was one of the weird food combinations I gave you. Was Coca-Cola and wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he was
my
like, "That
mom
sounds
drinks
gross."
it too. It's
Yeah?
good though.
We
I've
gotta
never
try it all.
heard of that.
Interesting
How are you guys
take.
finding these combinations?
When you're on the internet looking for sources and
I
everything, you
guess,
find
you guess.
everything.
Yeah.
What's been the most rewarding thing you guys have done in the past few years? Like, what's the thing that you're like, wow, that went viral and that was awesome?
Well, the most rewarding thing is going full time with it. I think
Yep.
that was definitely the most rewarding. Now we could just, we're our own bosses. It's great. Like working full time for the past, 3 years at that point?
Yeah.
We were 3 years in when we went full time. It's a lot because we'll work a 40-hour week and then we'll have to
Yes.
work this on top of it. But going full time is the most rewarding thing. The most rewarding videos, I don't know what they've
I
been.
think so. We'll do it 3, right? That's the most
Yeah.
rewarding thing. The kind of like award
Yep.
or something that gave us like credibility and felt like was getting the gold plaque on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was an
That's
awesome
so
moment,
sick.
Yeah,
and
that
like
was
being able to unbox and like have that memory on camera of opening it for the first time was great. And then video. I mean, we had one Harry Potter video, Harry Potter spell.
We've had a bunch of videos that have done
But that one went like across all 3 platforms.
Yeah.
Went really big. And like just seeing the numbers pile up and then like other people posting your content and it just continuing to pop up even months later. That's very rewarding
Yeah.
and like validating for us. Because
Yeah.
some videos do well, some don't. But those big ones keep you going.
That is so awesome. I
Yeah.
love that. And I just love your synergy. Are you guys just like this or is this something you have to work on?
Oh, this is just how we are.
It's
I mean, since
years.
first grade,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess he kind of just
Yeah.
fall into things.
He's
yeah.
like, he was like with me, my family, and I was with his family because we lived like around the corner growing up every day. So it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because whenever we go out, people will recognize us and they'll be like, you guys talk exactly the same how you do on the podcast. And it's like,
It
yeah,
is the
we're
same.
not going to change anything.
real.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
very-
We went to the same beach growing up, same schools.
Are you dating
gotta-
sisters?
What?
No, I'm joking. You do everything the same, you know?
No. We're not doing that. No.
Okay.
No.
But no. I think in middle school you had a connection that put us in the same community
did.
and classes, which I only found out a few years ago. So
Really?
he was pulling the strings that way. I was in the same like
Did
classes.
you guys have communities in middle school? We had communities.
Like, what do you mean?
know,
What do you mean?
Like they sectioned it off, and so it was like with the Greek alphabet. So it was like zeta, beta, alpha, and like only those. If you were in a community, you wouldn't see anybody else in other communities.
You would like just have classes with those people,
Yeah.
and then they segmented off of like the smart classes and the dumb classes.
Yeah,
We
so
didn't
I
have a
was-
lot of
I
classes
was-
together.
No, I was in the dumb classes.
Yeah, I think our school might have been too small.
Yeah,
for
we
them to
had
break
90
stuff like that.
graduating kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't, we went to the same high school, but it was like
90?
age difference. Well, she's my niece.
Oh,
Ashley's
wow.
Oh,
my niece,
really?
So, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
A
mean,
lot
I
of
don't
people,
know. Sometimes people think we're mother-daughter. Sometimes
Yeah.
people think we're sisters. It's always
Gotcha.
different.
it's always different.
That's great.
So you were in the same community.
Yes.
And how many people were in the community?
I don't know.
Like 200? That sounds
Yeah.
about
100
right.
each?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like our high school was like anywhere between like 2,000
That's
to
like
2,500 people.
Did the communities play sports together, or was it the whole grade that played?
It was the whole
sport?
grade that played the sport.
But you would have
so
like
was-
gym class together.
Yeah.
Was
with
it
your community.
impossible to like make a team with that many people?
No, we
It
played
was- yeah.
All right.
basketball.
All
yeah.
right. All right. Cool.
We didn't have
We
football in middle school, but I
middle
played
school.
football in high school.
Baseball.
Same community. So you guys did everything. Your parents are friends?
Yeah.
Yes, but his parents moved to Florida.
Okay.
So I say they're like they're like my family up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, if I Thanksgiving, I get the invite every year. I
Yeah.
go down to Florida for it, but I get the invite.
I'm still thinking of you.
So that's good.
And you guys still love each other after all this.
Yeah.
That is so cool. You know what? You guys are awesome.
What
So-
do all your like hometown friends think? Like people you grew up with, now they see you guys doing this. Like, is anyone feeling left out that you guys were friends with?
I don't
growing
think
up?
so. We hang out with them. We're going to hang out with them in like 8 hours.
Okay.
We hang out with our hometown friends all the time. Like
Anyone else want in?
we're starting to circulate and like trying to grow the channel. We just started Makeshift Hoops, which is our basketball channel,
Cool.
and it's actually funny because he was in our first grade class as well.
Really?
So we have a picture of all of us in first grade. But he started that, so we're gonna start branching out a little bit and kind of like a mini bar stool. We don't want to get as big as Barstool like that. We want to keep it more in house and have maybe like 5 different channels that a couple of our friends run, like
love
under the Makeshift brand.
Cool.
Happy birthday, Mike, who runs Makeshift Hoops.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
Mike, I love you.
There you go, Mike.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
So, how has VCon helped? Because I know, or VaynerMedia, I know you were at VCon, and what was your relationship there?
So we went to Rolling Loud. It's a music festival in Miami, or it was in LA.
Yeah.
Miami is this December. They emailed us, by the way. We're here.
Okay.
We had press passes. He wasn't there again because he was in Europe.
Okay.
That's
It's
a recurring.
his travel
I know,
year.
it's a
It's
world
his travel
travel.
year.
My
Sure, you
girlfriend
guys are
doesn't get a
all
lot of
over the
vacation.
world.
Yeah,
holding
you know,
down
it's
the
my
fort
fault.
here.
That's my
I'm holding
fault.
down the
Yeah,
fort.
he is.
Well, I like the girlfriend giving you new opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's an
you know
awesome
what?
thing.
Shout out her.
Yeah.
If you're in Europe and you missed this, it would have been something different.
Yeah, yeah. I
She
mean,
doesn't.
then-
So we talk about our girlfriends on the podcast, like
Yeah.
sometimes, and she doesn't listen to the podcast. Like, as,
Yeah, so it
like
doesn't
when we were
matter.
first talking, like she did a lot, and then like maybe like sporadically.
Yeah.
So she doesn't hear anything, but she'll see a pop up on like the short form videos,
Yeah, yeah.
and she'll be like, "Zach, what the hell? Like, what do we
Yeah.
do? Like, why'd you say that?" I'm like,
And
you
of
know,
course,
it
the
came up."
clips are the worst part.
Yeah. and he's editing
funny.
the short form, so he knows how to place them in there and mess with me.
Yeah, it is funny.
I
But
love
yes.
it.
But yeah, we went to Rolling Loud. I interviewed. Do you know That Mexican OT? He's like an upcoming rapper. Very good rapper.
All right, all right.
I interviewed him and I said, what one artist or what one celebrity would you want to collab with that's not an artist? He said Gary Vee. Gary Vee saw that video, invited us to his office, which is down the street,
Yep.
like a few blocks.
Hudson Yards.
And then, yeah, we got to know all the guys. We got to know Zach, all these guys in VaynerMedia. And then they've invited us out. And it's been a great connection because they're like putting us in contact with people at VCon. We made a lot of great connections,
Yep.
including you guys.
Yeah.
But it was great. I think VCon was the best. Like the best thing about it was just talking to people and making connections.
Yes.
I thought it was awesome.
That's what everyone
I
was there for.
agree. Like I feel like
Yeah.
the networking was amazing. We
Yeah.
met so many awesome people. You guys were great. We just happened to meet them in like the Creator Lounge, right?
Yeah.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
And you walked in. And
Don't
I'm
look
like,
at me.
Yeah, I know, I know. But we met the guy who was wearing the interesting shirt. Who was he?
I think he just had no sleeves.
Wait,
I
he
think
had
it was
the guy
an
that-
interesting shirt.
Sleeveless. He
The
was
guy
a
that you
sleeveless
guys were
sweater.
with?
Called him sleeveless. She called him sleeveless. Your
Sleeveless
friend.
sweater.
My friend.
Yeah. Who was he?
Parker or
Oh,
Talking
Tiago.
about Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, Parker. She's talking
Calls
about
him
Parker.
sleeveless.
Yeah. He had a sleeveless
It was a
sweater.
crazy fit. That was a crazy fit. He's a big fashion guy. He works at Ferragamo. He thinks he has a lot of fashion.
Some of them are questionable.
That one was questionable.
But he was
Yeah.
sleeveless. It was a sleeveless blue sweater.
Yeah.
And
If
it's
he
so-
has the confidence and you're rocking,
Yeah.
like you can wear anything if you have confidence.
Listen, I was all about it. It stood out. So I said, hey, sleeveless, what's up? And that's how we met.
No, I give him
And now we're
props.
here.
And now we're
props.
here. We got to give him props.
He
Yeah,
is
no,
good
we have to
fashion.
give Parker props.
He has
though.
good
Okay.
fashion. Some of them are a little bit questionable, but most of them are very nice.
But sleeveless got us to meet.
Yes.
So
Yes.
shout out to you, buddy.
Sleeveless.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good time.
It was. But that was a really cool place because we got to design like skateboards there.
Yeah.
And what'd you put on
pickleball.
your skateboard?
I got the pickleball
Oh, you
paddles.
got the pickleball paddles. Did
I
you?
put a pickle playing pickleball on my paddle.
That's awesome.
Creative.
I'm
Okay.
excited for it to come
So
out.
clever over here. Creative
Me
genius.
and Tiago did the same thing.
Maybe you guys could do like makeshift pickleball.
Yeah.
The whole other thing. So
I'm
you
in.
guys-
Talk about pickleball a lot.
when you guys like branch off from that, like let us know and like
Yeah.
we'll come and do that part.
Seems
Yeah,
like
I
you're
should
really
know.
into pickleball. You
I'm like, I'm just trying. I feel like there's like something deep down. I have that skill. I just haven't like brought it out yet.
okay.
Every
good
time
thing.
we talk about a sport, you say that.
I know. I'm telling you, one time I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be right.
We just got to get her on the court. Let's see.
Last
if she-
week it was DJing, so it's always something.
I heard Gary Vee is a badass pickleball player, though.
Really?
There's a court across from his studio there.
I
His-
could believe that.
yeah, I heard he's
I feel
really
like he'd be
good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I know he plays basketball too. He's around.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Yeah.
get a
He's
sports
not
team.
bad.
He does. He does.
Michelle, have you seen these stunning pieces from Rock and Roll Designs?
Absolutely. I am obsessed. Like, this white jade is my absolute favorite. It goes with every outfit.
Totally, I love that piece. I'm actually wearing it as well. I feel like every time I wear it, my vibes are just so high.
Oh my God, me too. I have to tell you, same here. It's either the chunky white bracelet or necklace for me. Love them. It's not too over the top either.
I feel like I could dress it up, dress it down. You know, I can wear it out. I can wear them to the gym even. I bring them
Exactly.
everywhere with me.
Yeah, and they're like really strong too. Like, they don't break and they're chic. Love it.
Rock and Roll Designs has definitely become a staple in my accessory collection, and Rock and Roll Design can become a perfect addition to your collection too. Every piece of jewelry is custom, and every crystal has a special meaning that will help you with your self-care practices. Check out their websites at www.rockandrolldesign.org to find the perfect piece for you.
I just love Pixie Beauties on the.
Hold on a second, I'm not ready yet.
Oh, geez, Ash, seriously?
Are you kidding? Have you seen how my skin has been glowing lately? I'm not stopping.
I mean, seriously, Pixie Beauty products are for every day, and they are the best. I love the Glow Tonic. It's become a staple in my skincare.
I love that product. I use it every day before I do my skincare, and honestly, it's like brightens my face, I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, a guest commented today on how beautiful you looked and that you were dewy and glowy, and it's all because of Pixie.
Honestly, Pixie products just know how to make you feel beautiful in your own skin.
My favorite is the Pixie On The Glow blush. It is so much fun. You can just stick it right on, take it out. It's just one of my favorites. It's so much fun, and it looks so good on.
Honestly, it gives you like a nice sun-kissed glow. I absolutely love it, and it's going to be great for summer. If you guys want to glow this summer just like us, visit www.pixiebeauty.com.
So Makeshift, so tell me, you guys have big dreams, goals, aspirations. You're hitting them one by one. What's to come? What's next?
I think it's that kind of lower level of channels. And so like one of the problems, I call it a blessing and a curse, that we have is that like we're so broad. We do food, sports, pop culture, entertainment, that we want to be able to do niche things and work with, creators that are more in those niche categories. So like doing the hoops channel, doing basketball, a gaming channel, golf, food specifically. I feel like it'll give us a little bit more
Pickleball.
opportunity. Yeah, pickleball. We'll
Pickleball.
start one. You'll
And
be our
don't
first
call
episode.
Ashleigh for that one. 'Cause
No, you'll be our first episode. We got you.
We'll try it.
You better do some research.
If it doesn't go well, we might have to reconsider. But
We'll just cut it.
Call her for the lifestyle entertainment.
yeah. If you need
There you
to
go.
get dressed with me, get ready with me,
There you
like
go.
I'm your girl.
I was thinking about doing a get ready with me thing on my personal
Yeah.
channel and just putting on the most normal guy fits ever. Like
Right here.
putting on
Right here.
Like
Do it.
a-
That's so funny.
Adidas, black
I'm
t-shirt,
colorblind.
jeans.
I match very rarely when I'm home alone. Like I'll put on like basketball. I look like Adam Sandler.
I love it.
When he
He's got a
dresses.
style.
I mean,
Yeah, but I don't. I don't
He
have
asked
this
me,
style.
and like
just
we'll
gotta
like
embrace it.
Yeah,
we'll be like going out, and like he'll be all dressed up, and he'll be like, does this match? And I'm like, I think so. I think it
Yeah.
does. I'm like, you're good.
Well, you look great today. You guys did good.
Yeah,
it's like the
plain,
opposite.
The plain
kinda.
shirts are great.
Yeah, and you got
I do well with
bed.
I got the
those. I
makeshift.
do well.
I got the makeshift, the merch.
So talk to me more about Makeshift and your vision. So you want these little niche channels, and what about you? What's to come for the two of you? Because I just see so much from, I could definitely see the brand expanding.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that we're focusing on is our long form podcast. Over the past 2 months, we've started to get guests on. We've had a few in the past, but we're trying to double down on that because the ones with guests do really well,
Yep.
especially if they have a following. So we had Joe Gatto on. We had Overtime Megan.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. Bob
Yeah.
does sports. He's big in the golf world. So a bunch of these guys, and we have a couple people lined up, which we're excited for. But I think it's growing the long form and solidifying that on Spotify, on YouTube, and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then getting outside of the studio.
Yeah.
I think people comment and ask for that.
Yeah.
They want to see us do challenges, eat food, go to restaurants.
Play golf.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. I feel like we figured it out as we've gone along a little
Yeah.
bit. And we might have a North Star out there, but I don't know if it's TV, broadcasting, or, being a guest and being able to, commentate certain things.
Yeah.
Our dynamic, I feel like, works for that. So we'll see kind of what happens.
It seems like your guys' dynamic works a lot. You guys do so many different topics, so many different challenges. How do you guys come up with those ideas? Is a lot of it from your followers now, or are you guys still?
I would say not really from our followers. It's more from, so I keep a note tab in my phone, and whenever I'm talking, when I'm out with my friends or with my family, I'll write down a topic or something. But it comes from either my head or Zach's head, and then all of our friends. Because the podcast really is if two guys sat down at a happy hour bar and just started
Yeah.
talking, that's pretty much what we talk about. We're going to the bar tonight, and we're going to talk about the same stuff that we talk about on the podcast
For
tonight.
Mike's birthday. We're going for Mike's birthday.
Mike,
That definitely does make people feel like they're more in your friend group, though. I
Yeah.
think that's definitely why people like your dynamic too.
Yeah.
Is they feel like they're childhood friends with you because that's how it feels watching the show.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a
Of
lot.
course.
absolutely. You guys are amazing. So talk to me about your favorite challenge. I know some have gone viral, some haven't. What's a few things? Because as content creators, we go through a lot, right? We're like, oh, this one's going to be great. And then you're like, oh, didn't do as well. Or you're like, oh, this one's going to be great. It's going to be cool. And then it pops off. What's kind of been your road, and what's been the one that you've really liked or thought was going to do better than it did?
When you said challenge, I thought that you meant that we've done on the channel.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but I was the one chip challenge that we
Oh,
did.
that was
That's
horrible.
now discontinued.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
home that night and called my. I was my stomach was turning. It was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think time. So it's just been the two of us. That's all. All the edits, everything that you see that gets produced and put out is just us. We have an agent that we recently got in touch with, and he's been helping out a little bit from the sponsorship end.
Yep.
But all the production comes from us. So I think time and finding the either editors or expanding our team to be able to match our style and keep it feeling the same
Yep.
is probably the biggest challenge.
Yeah. If we're talking specific, was that what you were talking? Specific
yeah,
things?
specific. But that's a great question too. And there's a lot of that's a great thing to say because
I don't know what you asked now.
No, it's okay. I was asking specific not like a challenge you face, but a challenge that you do.
Top 10 or
Like
build
top
your
10.
thing
Oh,
with
oh.
$10 or
Well, you got another answer in there.
No, that's a great question.
Well, I think we feel that same way with our team too.
Yeah.
It is. You're only but so many people, and you can only do but so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting that out there and growing at the specific Those are
Yeah.
definitely things you
Yeah.
face as a content creator.
I get lost sometimes.
No, it's okay. I asked you 3 questions at once. So
the specific ones that we do, the top 10s and the rankings are what we're known for. But we have the builds, whatever, so-and-so
Yep.
with $15. I love doing that. I think it's so fun to get creative with those things. And then I like just talking about random pod topics. If we talk, yesterday we posted, is Cristiano Ronaldo going to pass Mr. Beast on YouTube?
I saw that, and my son's a huge Ronaldo fan, and I definitely think he's going to. With the trajectory.
Thinking when I thought about it after recording. See, the problem is you
Yes.
record, you say things, and then afterwards you
Yeah.
get trashed by your friends for it, and you're like, I didn't in the
Ronaldo's
moment you forget.
the number one guy on Instagram. He's
Yeah.
the guy.
know.
He has to.
That's what I said. If he posts a story post or a post and says, go follow or go subscribe to my YouTube channel, he could get 100 million subscribers
Yeah.
from that. He has 650 million followers.
I know. And he's
Yeah.
just so well liked. And it's
Yeah.
the sport of the world.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
he's got that one thing,
It definitely is.
He's kind of like the face of soccer.
He's
Whoa.
the face of.
You guys don't think so?
I think Messi is, but
Oh,
That's
that
a
a
debate
different
we
day.
need to have right
Oh,
here
geez.
and right now.
I
No.
wouldn't be able to have the
Yeah, we don't know enough about soccer.
it's a
We
battle of the
just like
podcast.
throwing takes out there. And,
You know what? Messi's got the heart, and I love him too. But Ronaldo's like the showman.
yeah. I started watching soccer. I'm a Brighton Seagulls fan.
Okay.
Okay.
I woke up the other morning and went to the bar at 8 a.m. or 7:30. They started at 7. I went at 7 after being out all night. It was horrible.
And
But
then
it
you
was
started-
fun to be there.
And then you started podcasting after that. No.
No, no.
that's the best. Like going out then doing a debrief.
Yeah,
That'll be
really.
a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
in
wrong.
real life streams. That's
That'll
great.
be tomorrow morning. No. So
Potentially.
more content. So what other content can we expect?
I think that the guests are the big thing. Like right now, whenever we have guests on, it does really well because it's like kind of brand. Like a lot of people haven't seen us. This is another thing. A lot of people, whenever we do challenges, they're like, "Oh my God, you guys have legs," because they never see us stand
Yeah,
up
you're
from the
always
table.
here. Yeah.
I think we want to start playing golf. We want to start doing one-on-one in basketball, in pool, and whatever we want to do. Kind of make it more of a YouTube channel as well as a podcast. So like getting out of the studio is one of our next like big challenges.
Yeah, we got to go to more events.
Yeah.
We'll see you at more events here in New York and
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good place
Yeah,
to go.
we definitely popped into the events here and there, and like starting to pick up more within like the last year. And whenever we could grab content of those or give our viewers an experience that they don't have access to see,
Yep.
that's something that we want to pass along as well. Like kind of, I don't want to say live through us, but
Yep.
be able to experience events that maybe they don't have access to.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
awesome.
I feel like we do that a lot with like our events too.
Yeah.
Like we do behind the scenes. Like we went to Super Bowl, Fashion Week,
Yeah.
VMAs were like the other night.
Yeah.
So if you like think about all these events, like no one gets to like see what's going on. Like we go home, and people are like, I can't believe you guys are at these events. Like,
Yeah.
like I can't. You guys are somewhere new every week, and it's cool that we get to like share it with people that like wouldn't get the chance to go there normally. You know.
exactly.
I was
And
gonna say that's exactly what you guys do.
yeah.
You guys just live on the red carpet.
We're on the red carpet
Right?
a lot.
Yeah.
We're here a lot. But it's interesting because, a couple days ago, like you said, we were at the VMAs. And that's amazing, right? You're seeing every celebrity. You're with them. You're doing this. You're doing that. And then you're here and you're like entrenched with these amazing content creators who are doing things from ground up. Like it's just it's an amazing road to see it all, and everyone starts from nowhere typically, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how did you get there? And that's why I wanted to ask. I know we touched on this a little bit. Was inspiring others, and how do you monetize? How do you grow? And I know you're doing it now, but what do you recommend to others that are looking to do this?
Oof.
I still think it's the consistency. Like if you do gain a following, you obviously have to learn how to monetize
Right.
and gain these sponsorships and work through them. Like when we got our first sponsorship, we had no idea how to negotiate prices with them. We kind of just threw out a price and they said yes immediately, which we were like, that's great, but I feel like we could have just doubled that and then like came back down.
Yeah.
But it's like learning how to deal with all those things throughout the process. We went into it not knowing nothing about like having a following and dealing with having a following. And I think that every step you will learn. I think that it's just getting started, finding something you care about, and then having your niche in that little topic, and then just being consistent, and you'll learn along the way.
I don't think you should bite off too much at once. So if you are going into it, just start with short form content and like try and get good at that. So that's what we're doing with the Hoops page. Our buddy Mike, who's going to be doing editing and stuff, we're like, don't try and do a full length podcast. Don't try too much content outside. Like start with the short form, get good at that, grow your following, because that's
Yep.
the way to do it these days. And then you could start expanding as you go. And you
Yeah.
just learn so much from like networking and connections. And if you ever have questions now, he could ask us.
Yeah.
And then we could kind of go from there.
And don't have any expectations, because like if you have expectations, they're probably if you post a video and if, for example, if Mike on Makeshift Hoops posts a video and expects the feedback to be like our videos on our main channel, that's just not going to happen right away. Like
Yep.
and then we just tell him have zero expectations.
Yep.
Expect you to gain 100 followers in the first year.
Yep.
And then anything above that, he'll be happy.
Yep.
That's definitely the best way to go into it. I feel like a lot of times I put so much effort into some of my videos
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, it literally I spent 6 hours editing this. It got like barely any views.
Yeah.
And then some video that I'm like asking some dumb question gets like over 1 million views. I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's like a great thing with social media is like when I started posting on social media, I was doing it for fun. It wasn't because I'm like trying to get a following and blow up. And I think that's why like I've grown to enjoy it and been able to make a job out of it because
Yeah.
like it's been authentic from the start. And like I wasn't like trying to expecting to blow up overnight because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely did not.
There's two, I guess, things from this. It's like it's either blindly throwing a dart at a dartboard, and sometimes you're gonna get bullseye, sometimes you get one, or it's like just you're playing the lottery ticket every single time you post.
Yeah.
So if you play the lottery, you're gonna win eventually. Not actually, but
Yeah.
Right.
but like you can win.
Yeah.
And so you just got to keep putting and buying tickets. Is kind of how.
So the 6 videos a day that you guys talk about, is that on every platform? And how'd you come up with that number? Because I know people are out there thinking, 6 videos, 3 videos, 1 video. Should be a day? Should it be every other day?
Yeah.
This is always a question that's research asked.
Yeah. We did a really deep analysis, right? And we researched and looked up.
Did we?
No, not at all. He just came up with 6. He just said 6, and that's kind of where we ended up.
Well, it
at.
kind of fits because you do need to give time. You do need to give time in between posts. You need to give time in between each post to let it breathe and let it like have its own spotlight in between the posts. So we try to do 10 a.m., noon, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
So 2 hours in between, and it's pretty much from when you wake up to when you go to bed, like when people are watching content. We started with 1, and then we went to 2, and it's just gradually gone to 6. It was at 5, and then we went full time, and I was like, yeah, why don't we just throw another one in there?
Yep.
There's no plan. We have no plan. We just do things and hope it works. And
You know,
they have been working
It's
a little
working.
bit.
Playing the
but
lottery.
You know what? Your strategy is incredible. I love the no expectations because it's no pressure and you can be authentic. I
Yeah.
love that. I love it. And again, just having your experience in media and all of the things. Can people reach out to you for questions? They just comment below. What do you think the best recommendation is to get in touch with you guys?
We answer all of our DMs. Like every single DM we have, we answer them. So if you want to talk to us personally, DM us. If you want to talk to us in the comments, we answer as many comments as we can. But our DMs are open.
Yeah,
All right.
DM the Makeshift Project on Instagram.
Absolutely.
And it might take us a bit to get back sometimes.
We'll get back
but
to
as
you.
long as it's a legit message and not just like hi or an
Or,
emoji
I hate you.
or spam. Yeah. Well, we go and respond and we try and get back to everyone. So
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey, talking to us about everything you're doing and more. And good luck to you guys. I hope to have you back on so we can talk about where you are a year from now. And I'm sure I'll see you on red carpets too, because everyone's calling now.
yeah,
That's
amazing. We'll
Thanks
see you
for having
around.
us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. One more
appreciate
time,
it.
where can people find you online?
The Makeshift Project on every social platform. The Makeshift Podcast
There you go.
is our podcast. There we go.
Just search Makeshift and you'll probably find it. So
Yeah.
we're
I
good.
love it. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for joining me. It's Michelle Barone. You can find me at Michelle Barone online on all platforms. And Ashleigh,
You guys can find me at Ash McPherson, 2 H's on all socials.
see you soon.
Bye.